Hmm. Well, after many technical difficulties, hello again, everyone, and welcome to Falls Count Anywhere on the Rhode Island Broadcasting Network. Erik Dunn here from Bridgewater, Massachusetts. Hope you guys are tuning in, and thank you all for joining me. Well, has this been a rough thing? Trying to get the connection going, trying to figure it out, but we have everything we need to put on a kick-ass program, and that is a great sign. Um, 10 days away from Night of Champions from Red Eye Saudi Arabia. Um, Raw and SmackDown is going into full gear now with King and Queen of the Ring. A couple of updates to change on that too for you, and then we'll go from there. You guys can watch me every Wednesday night at 5 on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, Amazon, Google, Spotify, TuneIn, Red Circle, and Podbean podcasts. Follow us on our YouTube channel at Rhode Island Broadcasting, TikTok, Facebook, and Twitch at RI Broadcasting, Blue Sky as well at RI Broadcasting, Patreon to help support this show going on daily and Sports Unfolded. And for those that want to be an advertising sponsor to help get your name out there and create your business and create your name, your ad will be read right there. It will not only be read so people will see it, but it will be heard on the audio version for Spotify, Amazon, Red Circle, and much more. For those that want more information, send an email to Rodrigo at ribroadcasting.media@gmail.com. All one word, ribroadcasting.media@gmail.com. Ron will get you underway, give you everything you need so you can join the family. This broadcast is Falls Count Anywhere. It's the exclusive property of Erik Dunn Productions, Rodrigo, and Rhode Island Broadcasting. For the private use of our audience, any publication, reuse, or redistribution by anyone is not prohibited. It is given the express consent to be shared and is greatly appreciated. That was a good transition, Ron. So, next week's show is going to be the predictions that have to be plugged in, which is exactly what we're going to do. But until next week, we got to focus on right now. Just to give you guys a quick update. Starting after the 4th of July, SmackDown is going back to 2 hours. So even though Raw is untimed on Netflix, SmackDown is going back to a 2 hour program on USA. It will no longer be 3 hours. And you know what? I think that's a great thing because people will stop being bored. Hey, there's your comment. Because I think people will stop being bored of 3 hours. People can actually enjoy the two, and it should be a lot more managed in my eyes. Not that I didn't mind the three, but I don't know. Should be interesting. So, that being said, let me give you guys a cool update about Saturday night's main event in Atlanta, Georgia. Less than a month. 3 weeks from Saturday, I believe that is the date. Um, for the World Heavyweight Championship, it's Gunther versus Goldberg. If you guys remember Bad Blood last year, Gunther insulted Goldberg and his son Gage as they watched the show from the crowd, and things nearly came to blows. Fast forward to this past Monday night, just 1 week after Gunther reclaimed the world title from main event Jey Uso, Goldberg made a surprise return to inform the dominant title holder that he's next, even though I really feel like that he could be last, because that may be his retirement. The same city where the ring general insulted him and his son. Now be live on at 7 Central on Peacock and live on NBC. Should be a good fight for that. And then just give you guys an update about the uh, the king and queen of the ring bracket. That is right here. Um, we have our four semifinalists for the men. It's Sammy versus Randy, and it's Cody versus Jay. The winner of these two go one-on-one at Night of Champions. and will be receiving a title opportunity. I believe it's SummerSlam. I believe the winner of that match is going to go to face whoever they want to choose at SummerSlam, and I believe it's going to be either. So the way I see it, um, if it's if it's a Raw winner, they will challenge Gunther for the World Heavyweight title. If it's either Randy or Cody, then it will be facing either John Cena or CM Punk at SummerSlam for the WWE Championship. That's the order that is right there. And then for the women, Roxanne Perez and Jade Cargill versus Alexa Bliss and the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka, who returned after nearly 14 months away from a really bad injury. Um, so if it is either Perez or Asuka, they will challenge Io at SummerSlam. If it's Cargill or Bliss, they will challenge Tiffany Stratton at SummerSlam. So that is the order of that. And now moving on to the SmackDown results. Uh, Cody, Randy, and LA Knight called out Cena. That was obvious. Ron the Truth Killings jumped Cena twice, which will then lead to which I believe is then going to lead to a match between these guys. I want to say that's what's going to be. Yep, that is correct. So it'll be Cena and Killings. These two will be going at it 1-on-1, and then it'll be Randy and Sammy. And I believe that might be, I don't know which one's going to be the main event, but I think it's going to be either one of those two. Just keep in mind, SmackDown's still going to be 3 hours until after the 4th. Randy Orton got rid of LA Knight, Carmelo, and Aleister Black in a fatal 4-way. A frog splash counted into an RKO. Jay Cargill defeated Nia Jax, Mitchell, and Piper Niven. I saw that one coming. And then Naomi threatened to cash in on Tiffany Stratton. The Wyatt Six defeated the Motor City Machine Guns. Also Bliss defeated Charlotte Flair, Apple Flair, and Candice LeRae. And then the main event, Cody versus Damian Shinsuke and Andrade. And it looks like that Cody and Priest shook hands after the match ended. I did not see that. I did not see that. Unless I could be wrong. Yep, I think I might be wrong. I'll have to go back and try to find that. But the Raw results, however, was a little bit different. 1 week after attacking Hall of Famer Nikki Bella, Liv Morgan found herself face to face with Women's World Champion Io Sky. Sky knocked Morgan and Dom Mysterio to the ground. Speaking of that, Liv suffered a separated shoulder. She's out for at least the next 3 months. So we will not be seeing Liv until after the summer's over. Asuka advanced to the Queen of the Ring semifinal. Goldberg and Gunther will face each other on Saturday night's main event. AJ Styles defeated JD McDonough, and it looks like that match will be set up between him and Dom at Night of Champions for the Intercontinental title. I think AJ may get one last run with this, and I'm hoping that that's the case because he doesn't have that much time left on his contract. I think he's got like 1 year left, and that's it. So I think him and Cena are basically going to be at the end of an era. Well, I think it's going to be really the end of the era once Randy's done. But I mean, you know. And then the main event, Jay, Sammy, Rusev, and Bronson. When Seth emerged to attack Jay moments after his win, Cody charges to stand in the way. How many of you think that Cody may be turning heel? I don't see it right now. I mean, do you really think he's going to side with Seth? I don't know. I don't know if that's really going to happen or not. I really don't. Um, what I will say, however, is Raw will be interesting on Monday night to see where that goes, and SmackDown as well. And then finally, from Night of Champions, Dom and AJ have been confirmed. So Mysterio won the Intercontinental title in an explosive fatal four-way WrestleMania, building his reign over several months despite looming internal issues inside of his faction. Styles not to remind people just how good he is and has put the Judgment Day on notice he is coming for Dom's gold. So my takeaway with AJ, time's right now on his contract. There isn't much he's doing right now, and he's roughly about the same age as John. Time's not going to be on his side, but he still looks like he's in great shape though, don't he? Like it's amazing a guy his age can just do these flips, do these springboardness. AJ is a non-factor in anything. So does that mean a dark horse then? Oh no. But I'm excited though to see what AJ could do. My only concern for AJ is how will he be able to adapt to Judgment Day and their problems. So that we're gonna have to find out with. Yeah, no, no. AJ just doesn't have a storyline. Well, I think it might be him and Dom, which looks like it's gonna be the way it is. However, I will state for the record, and it's obvious, that I am beyond stoked for the fact that we got the Rumble, for the fact that we got SummerSlam. SummerSlam is coming, and I think it's going to be a very good fight. The only thing is, this is getting interesting now. Randy and Sammy, that's a banger. Cody and Jay, never thought these two would face off, but they are. Well, I actually think it would have been cool if it was the other way around. Randy and Jay or and Cody and Sammy. I think that would have been more interesting. But honestly, you know what though, I'm down for it. I'm down for it. So with all that being said, next week's broadcast of False Count Anywhere, going over the entire card for Night of Champions, the Raw and SmackDown results on who will be going to the finals of the King and Queen of the Ring tournaments, and Ron and I will have our predictions all for you here. On behalf of the man behind the scenes, Ron we go, Erik Dunn, saying so long and thank you from my home in Bridgewater, Massachusetts. This has been a presentation of False Count Anywhere on the Rhode Island Broadcasting Network. We'll talk to you guys next week. Thank you so much for watching and for listening.